For the past 3 years, I've always thought there was something living inside my body. Something that wasn't me. I'm just kidding, but this girl actually thinks that, so we're gonna see what's living inside her body.
My sister and I never really got along. She's 5 years older than me.
Okay.
I wanted to be her friend, but she was so mean to me.
Dude, that's just normal sibling relationship. I feel like that means you're in a good health relationship. Or maybe I was just raised different. I don't know.
It all started the day I was born. Mom and Dad rushed to the hospital the morning I was born. My sister Louise stayed at home with my grandma. Later in the afternoon, Grandma brought Louise to see me.
So I'm trying to figure out something's living inside my body. Which one of these siblings has, or maybe it's not even a sibling. Who is living in who?
She took one look at me and said, "It's a boy." "Yes," smiled Mom and Dad. "Meet your baby brother, Joe." "But I don't want a baby brother," wailed Louise. "I want a baby sister."
I hate so much the sound he makes with that girl's voice. Why is he like soft yelling?
I don't want a baby brother, I want a baby sister.
From that moment on, she never let me forget that she
My
wanted
boy's a
a
short
baby
king.
sister.
Look at them thighs, dude. The proportions are, I mean, that's huge.
Whenever I tried to play with her, she would tell me to go away. "You can't play this game," she would say. "This game is only for girls."
Why does this kid look so mature and he's like 2 feet tall? I get that I'm 5'6" and I can't say anything, but like he's a short king, man.
Sometimes had her friends over to our house to play. They would go into her bedroom and shut the door so I couldn't come in to play. One time, Louise was playing tea party with her friends. She had plates with cookies and glasses of lemonade.
Like, is that real? Like, do girls actually play tea party? Like, what does that even mean? Like, why are you not just having a real tea party?
I pushed the door open so hard that I tumbled into the room and fell on top of the plates, and Louise started shouting and crying. Mom came running upstairs.
No.
"Oh, what have you done, Joe?"
Joe,
she
you're
asked.
in so much trouble.
"He's ruining everything, Mom."
Dude, he just looks, that haircut, man, makes him look so mature. I mean, he's literally balding, you can see. Like, this is a 40-year-old man in a kid's body. Maybe that's what we're about to see.
With that, Mom picked me up and took me downstairs to sit in the room with her.
Oh.
It wasn't fair. I told Mom I was only an accident, but she didn't believe me. Louise had lots of friends because she went to a big school with a lot of students. I couldn't wait to start school.
He wasn't even in school yet. He looks like he's 40 years old. What kind of young child is balding and has like a news anchor haircut?
My first day at school, I woke up early and ate my breakfast. Mom told Louise and I to get into the car while she locked up the house.
Okay, and is this where we finally see what's inside of one of your bodies?
As we waited for Mom, I smiled excitedly at Louise. "Don't think you're going to hang around with me and my friends," said Louise. Mom got into the car and we drove to school. When we arrived at the school gates, Mom said to Louise, "Make sure you look after Joe." "Yes, Mom," replied Louise, smiling at Mom. But as soon as we went around the corner, Louise ran off to her friends and left me all on my own. I felt scared and I didn't know where I was supposed to go.
School.
Why was Louise so mean to me?
She's your
I
older
couldn't
sister.
help being a boy. She was sitting with a group of her friends in the corner. They were laughing.
That's literally not the corner, by the way. I want to also make that clear. This is clearly the center of the room. You can see there's another booth here. This is not the corner. This is the corner. You're lying to us now, okay?
As I went towards them, Louise pointed and said, "That's my little brother. He's such a baby." Her friends all started laughing
Hey, man, look, I can't defend you on this one, all right?
at me. I felt the tears welling up in my eyes. From that day on, I made sure I stayed away from Louise and her friends at school.
Wow.
By the time we were both in high school, Louise and I didn't really speak to each other at all. She spent all her time in her bedroom. I didn't know what she did there, but she was very secretive. One time, I walked into her room and she was writing in a book.
A
As
journal?
I came in the room,
A
she
diary?
hid the book under her pillow. "What do you want?" she shouted meanly.
See, is
"Get
that normal too? Like, do people keep diary? Is that a real thing that people do?
out of my room!" I couldn't stop thinking about that book. I wondered what it was she didn't want me to see.
Secrets?
One Saturday morning, I had
okay.
my chance. Louise had been invited to sleep over at her friend's house the night
Wow, all right. So we're about to see her that thinks someone's inside of her, I think.
before. Mom had gone shopping, and Dad was outside doing some gardening. I slipped into Louise's room and started looking around for the book.
It's under the pillow, bro. We already established this.
I couldn't see it anywhere.
Under the pillow.
Then
Pillow.
I remembered.
Pillow.
She had hidden it under her pillow. I ran over to her bed and lifted her pillow. There it was.
Wow, the amount of crap you could get on your sibling from this would literally prepare you for life. You would literally have never to do dishes again. They'd always do it for you.
I opened the pages and started reading. It was her secret diary. Most of it was pretty boring.
Okay.
Of course, she complained about me a lot in it.
Wow.
But then I hit the
The
jackpot.
jackpot, here you go.
I turned the page and read the words. "I think I'm in love with Jake Brown." I started laughing to myself. Boy, she was going to regret being mean to me at school.
He's
I
about to
couldn't
lay
wait
it
to go
down.
to school on Monday and tell everyone what I'd read.
Wow.
Monday morning came, and Louise was being her usual mean self on the way to school. She was telling me how boring I was and how she was so cool.
All he literally has to say is the word Jake and it's over.
I didn't really care. I smiled to myself as I walked into school. As soon as I got in, I started telling everyone that Louise was in love with Jake Brown. It wasn't long before the whole school was talking about it. Everyone started teasing Louise. When we got home from school, Louise ran straight to her room and slammed the door shut.
Why? You see how happy he looked and she's out here like about to cry? He's like, yeah, no problem. No problem. It's fine.
I heard her crying, but I didn't really care.
Wow.
After all, she had done lots of mean things to me. And anyway, she had no idea it was me that had told everyone. It was about 2 weeks later when I came home from school to find Louise on her computer with her bedroom door open.
Oh,
as I walked past, she smiled at me and called out, "Hey, Joe, come in here." I was surprised, but I went into her room.
What?
Have you heard the news about this new virus going around?
Oh, hey, hold up. Hey, are we talking about COVID here? Is that what this is about?
No, what is it? I replied. She started to tell me all about this strange new virus.
Okay.
It gets inside your body and starts eating you from the inside out,
What?
she told me. It sounded terrifying. I didn't want something eating away at me. I was a growing boy, or that's what my mom was always
Hey, that's what my mom told me too when I was a kid, buddy. Turns out it was a lie.
telling me. I had always had a good appetite, but recently I was eating a lot more. That night, we sat down for dinner. I loved it. I piled a huge pile of spaghetti onto my plate and started munching away while watching TV.
Okay.
I looked down at my plate. That's strange, I thought. I've eaten that huge plate of spaghetti, but I still
Yo, there's a second human being inside of him and he's pregnant and it's going to his baby.
feel hungry.
Huh?
The same thing happened the next night, and then the next. I was eating so much food, but I never felt full. Then my heart sank. I suddenly realized why I was so hungry.
You have the
I
virus.
must have caught the virus. But then surely there could be another explanation. Of course, I was a teenage boy. Everyone knew that teenage boys were always hungry. Have you seen the new girl? No, I replied. I'll introduce you at lunchtime. The lunch bell rang and we raced down to the school cafeteria.
How old
We
are
bought our burgers and looked around for a table. Over there, said Mike, pointing at a table where two girls were sitting.
Uh-oh.
We walked over to the table and the
Is that a
girls
sister,
looked
though?
at us. This is Julie, said Mike. She's the new girl. I looked at Julie and was about to say something when I felt it. The blood drained from my face and my heart skipped a beat. I had felt something moving inside
Okay,
me.
that I can't.
no,
Now that I can't
it
confirm.
was true.
Sounds like
I
maybe
had
not.
caught the virus. I left
Okay.
my burger and ran from the table. I was panicking.
Are you sure it's not poop?
I couldn't eat my dinner that night
You could just have to take a fat one.
either. All I could think about was this virus inside of me. I told Mom I was really tired and wanted an early night. I went up to my room and lay on my bed. It wasn't long before I had drifted off to sleep. Suddenly, I woke up. It was the middle of the night and I
Oh, did you hear that noise? Ew.
could hear a strange noise. Something had woken me.
Oh,
but
dude, I think you
what
actually
was
got
it?
some infection then,
That's
boys.
when I realized the sound was coming from inside me. It was
Okay, they're eating his bones. Now, my theory is it's still poop.
as though I could hear something eating away inside of me.
Oh my god.
I couldn't get back to sleep. I just lay in bed listening to the
scary.
strange sound. That's when I knew I had to do something about it. The next morning, I told Louise all my fears. I told her everything that had happened to me, and she agreed I would have to go to the doctor. Oh, you don't need to go to the doctor, said Louise. I have a portable x-ray machine. We can see inside your stomach.
What?
Louise went and got her machine.
That's his sister, and she just has one. Why? That's so do you understand how dangerous that is? You can give yourself so many types of cancer by owning this. This is insane.
I thought it was strange that Louise would have an x-ray machine,
Okay,
but
good, me
I
too.
was desperate to see what it would show, so I ignored the concern. She pointed it at my stomach, and my face fell. There, clear as day, you could see this strange object moving inside my stomach.
Goodness.
That's it, I thought. I told Mom that I wanted to go see the doctor. I told her that I had caught a virus and something was eating away at me from inside.
Wow.
At first, she thought I was joking, but once she saw that I was serious
Wow.
about it, she said she would make an appointment for me.
And he's got to wait like a week probably.
We went to the doctor's office. I told him all about my symptoms. Okay, let's take a look at you, the doctor said.
Yes.
The doctor listened with his stethoscope to my stomach. He couldn't hear anything unusual, but
Dude, I need to know what's actually making this noise. Like, what actually is it? I'm
I
so
convinced
confused.
him that he should take an x-ray. After the x-ray, we sat in the doctor's surgery. The doctor looked at my mom. I think Joe may be suffering from stress.
Wow, when you get hit with the stress, you know that you're not. You know that you're done.
X-rays all clear. There's nothing wrong with Joe. Mom looked relieved, but I knew the doctors had missed something. I knew I couldn't just accept this fate. I needed to do something about it.
Is he gonna like cut it out of himself or something? Like, what you
I
gonna
started
do?
researching how to kill something inside you.
Oh boy.
I couldn't actually
gonna drink
find
bleach?
any information on this virus, but
Okay.
I knew that my only chance would be to poison it.
Oh,
I
there it
didn't
is.
tell anyone, but I decided I was going
Bleach.
to make my own poison.
Wow.
I started collecting all the things that I would
This is like when you're a kid and you're trying to make potions out of your shampoo that your mom left in your bathroom. I mean, that's what it's come down to at this point.
need to make my poison. The day came when I decided I could take it no longer. I was in my room, plucking up the courage to swallow the poison when Louise came up the stairs. She barely glanced at me, but I wanted to tell her what I was
Wow.
about to do. I'm going to kill the virus by drinking this poison, I
Wow.
told Louise. I picked up the glass of poison and put it to my
Oh,
lips.
no.
I was about to swallow
Unless it's a reverse prank to counter prank her for pranking him for revealing her crush.
it when Louise shouted, "No, Joe, don't drink it. You haven't got a virus. It was me all along."
How could she make noises in his stomach?
I looked at Louise questioningly, and that's when she told me the truth.
Constipation.
"It was me that ate all your food," she
What?
said. Louise went on to
How would you not notice that?
explain that the reason I was still hungry was because she had been sneaking the food from my plate when I wasn't looking. She had found out that it was me that told the whole school she loved Jake Brown. She wanted to get a revenge.
How?
But I felt it moving inside me when I saw the new girl.
This is the question I've been waiting for 10 minutes to figure out. How?
I said. Louise smiled. "That's just butterflies," she said. "Everyone gets those when you see someone you like."
I kind of wanted a flesh-eating bacteria to be inside of my boy. Don't forget, like this video and subscribe to this channel. Peace.